Now, there have been a lot of experiences that accumulated in the development of what it is that I teach. One of those experiences was this. The first time I kept my weight anchored on my lead foot, I remember it very specifically. The reason why I was doing it, I was in college. The reason why I was doing it is because I was looking to create a very consistent, solid strike. I wasn't concerned with power. I was already a long hitter in Division I college golf, so power was a piece of cake. What I wanted was control. And I saw great players that were playing Division I college golf that didn't hit the ball very far, but they had control. So that's what I wanted. So I kept my weight anchored on my lead foot just to look to create that kind of a contact. Now, everybody knows, any good golfer knows that keeping your weight anchored on your lead foot creates solid contact. That's why for short game techniques, you keep your weight anchored on the lead foot. The problem with full swings is this. With the traditional swing, if you have your weight anchored on your lead foot and you open your chest through impact, you're going to hit a big block. It'll be powerful, it'll be solidly struck, but it's going to be a big block and it's not useful for playing the game. So the first time I got to the top of the swing with my weight heavily anchored on my lead foot, I instinctually got to the top and thought to myself, well, the only way back down into the ball is to be shallow. And in order to be shallow, I got to keep my chest closed. Because if I keep my weight anchored on my lead foot and I come forward and I'm steeper in the downswing, one, I'm going to hit that big block, but two, I'm hitting back into myself. I'm already here. Why would I want to hit into myself? So when I kept my weight anchored on my lead foot, my hands fell to the inside. I got very shallow with it. And what I was surprised by was the quality of the power that came from it. Not only did I get solid contact, but I hit this flush, tight little draw that had big power in it. And it was really enlightening for me because I did not expect that to occur. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. My instincts took over at the top of the swing and allowed me to drop the club to the inside and be shallow with it and keep my chest closed. But the resulting shot blew my mind. So watch me. It happened just like this. I wasn't even that closed in my setup position. I was coming from the traditional viewpoints on the swing, so I just shifted my weight left. And then from there, during the swing, instinctually, I dropped the club to the inside. And I hit this really solid, tight little draw. And I thought, that was kind of easy to do. It was easy to do because I had my weight anchored on my lead foot, and that forces really solid contact. And because I was shallow, I hit this really high, robust draw. And then as I started teaching it, I realized for you and the general population, you need the advantage of the setup position in order to make that all happen for you. Now here's the thing. Although I didn't need to be closed in order to make a swing where I kept my weight on my lead side and my shoulders were closed through impact, it's much easier to do everything that I'm teaching you if you start in the closed position. Because now you've preset everything so that all you have to do is keep your weight anchored on the lead side. You don't have to have those instincts that I had at the top of the swing to hold my chest closed and be shallow with it. Instead, you just get to keep your weight still and allow the setup position to take care of the shallow. And the resulting shot from there is high ease of performance, great contact, and great ball flight. Tight little draws, slightly right of this brown post, turning off of there. And it all comes from the setup position. And then from there, keeping my weight driven down through this lead foot. What happened was I was turning a shallow swing path, which traditionally caused a hook, and a heavy weighted on the lead foot strike, which traditionally caused a block, and the two combine to create a tight draw. That's what happens. And you can do it too.